Hey everybody, I'm your narrator and welcome to the show. Today we're diving headfirst into the wild, wacky, and wonderful world of the USA. We're talking about those incredible moments, those jaw-dropping spectacles, those heartwarming stories that could only happen in the land of the free and the home of the brave. From coast to coast, sea to shining sea, this country has a knack for the unbelievable. So buckle up, grab your apple pie, and get ready for a wild ride through the top 10 incredible moments that prove, once and for all, that America is a truly unique place. Whether you're a proud American, a curious outsider, or just someone who appreciates a good dose of extraordinary, this video is for you. Let's get this show on the road, Remember that time when the entire country decided to stare at the sun? It was a moment that transcended everyday life, a rare celestial event that captured the imagination of millions. No, not during a Trump rally, or any other political event for that matter. I'm talking about the Great American Eclipse, the one that turned an ordinary day into an extraordinary spectacle. It was like a scene out of a science fiction movie, where the sky darkens and the stars come out in the middle of the day. Millions of Americans from Oregon to South Carolina slapped on their special glasses and gazed up at the sky as the moon completely blocked out the sun. It was a sight to behold, a moment of collective awe. People were setting up lawn chairs in the middle of fields, throwing eclipse parties and gathering with friends and family to share the experience. Some even drove hundreds of miles just to be in the path of totality, the narrow band where the eclipse was most complete. It was total eclipse mania. The excitement was palpable, and the sense of community was strong. And you know what? It was actually pretty darn cool. The reactions of people, their expressions of amazement, were priceless. For a few precious minutes everything went silent, the temperature dropped, and we were all united under the shadow of the moon. It was a surreal experience, almost otherworldly. It was a reminder that even in this crazy divided world there are still some things that can bring us all together. Moments like these make us realize our shared humanity, like a giant celestial shadow, for instance. A shadow that for a brief time united us all in wonder and amazement. Picture this. You're on a plane, about to take off from LaGuardia, one of the busiest airports in the world. The engines roar to life and you feel the plane start to speed down the runway. When suddenly you hear a loud bang. Birds? Nope. Engine failure? Bingo! The plane shudders and you can feel the tension in the cabin rise. What happened next was nothing short of miraculous. Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger, a man who deserves all the free flights for life, took control of the situation with the calmness of a seasoned professional. With both engines out, he made the split-second decision to land that Airbus A320 right smack dab in the middle of the Hudson River. And get this, everyone survived. 155 passengers and crew, all safe and sound thanks to the quick thinking of Captain Sully and the incredible response of the ferry boat captains who rushed to the scene. These brave souls didn't hesitate for a second. The whole world watched in awe as those passengers stood on the wings of that plane, waiting to be rescued. It was a surreal sight, almost like a scene from a movie, but it was all too real. It was a testament to human skill, courage, and the fact that sometimes, even in the most terrifying situations, things can turn out all right. The emergency responders worked tirelessly to ensure everyone was safe. Plus, it gave us all a new appreciation for those little life vests they make you pretend to care about before takeoff. Who knew that one day, those vests would become the heroes of the story, proving that safety measures are there for a reason. Okay, time for a little history lesson, kids. Gather around and let's dive into one of the most iconic moments in American history. Back in 1969, something truly amazing happened. It was a time of great change and excitement. No, I'm not talking about Woodstock, although that was pretty cool too. The summer of '69 was filled with music, love, and a sense of freedom. I'm talking about the Apollo 11 mission, when Neil Armstrong took one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind on the surface of the moon. This was a monumental achievement in human history. The whole world was glued to their televisions, watching in awe as those grainy images of Armstrong planting the American flag on the lunar surface were beamed back to Earth. Families gathered around their TV sets holding their breath. It was a moment of pure national pride, a triumph of human ingenuity, and a reminder that anything is possible if you set your mind to it and have billions of dollars in government funding. The cheers from Mission Control echoed the sentiment of an entire nation. Plus, it gave us a whole new appreciation for just how far away the moon really is. The vastness of space became a little more real to everyone watching. Seriously, it's a long way up there. The journey to the moon and back was a testament to human determination and the spirit of exploration. Forget the game, let's talk about the real reason people watch the Super Bowl, the halftime show. This is where music, spectacle, and pyrotechnics collide in a dazzling display of entertainment that's become a cultural phenomenon. We're talking Beyoncé, Prince, Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, and countless other music legends who've graced the Super Bowl stage, delivering performances that are talked about for years to come. It's a chance for artists to go all out, to push the boundaries of what's possible, and to create a moment in pop culture history. Plus, it's a good excuse to eat more chips and dip while pretending to be interested in the game. Thanksgiving. A time for family, food, and giant inflatable characters floating through the streets of New York City. That's right, folks. It's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This annual tradition has been a staple of American culture for almost a century, bringing joy to millions of people across the country. From Snoopy to SpongeBob, these larger-than-life balloons are a sight to behold, especially for the kids who line the streets, their eyes wide with wonder. It's a celebration of all things whimsical, a reminder that even in adulthood it's okay to embrace your inner child. Plus, it's a good excuse to eat more food while pretending to watch the parade. Every 4 years the world watches as a new, or sometimes the same person, takes the oath of office and becomes the President of the United States. It's a ceremony steeped in tradition, a symbol of American democracy, and a reminder that even in this day and age, the peaceful transfer of power is something to be cherished. From the swearing-in ceremony to the inaugural address, the day is filled with pomp, circumstance, and the hope for a brighter future. Plus, it's a good excuse to wear a funny hat and pretend to be interested in politics. Hold on to your hats, folks, because it's time for the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby. This annual horse race is more than just a sporting event. It's a cultural institution. From the iconic twin spires of Churchill Downs to the sea of elaborate hats worn by spectators, the Kentucky Derby is a spectacle unlike any other. And let's not forget the mint juleps. These refreshing cocktails are as synonymous with the Derby as the horses themselves. It's a celebration of Southern charm, a chance to witness equine athleticism at its finest, and a good excuse to wear a silly hat and drink bourbon. Nothing says America quite like blowing stuff up in the name of freedom. And on the 4th of July, that's exactly what we do. From coast to coast, cities and towns across the country light up the night sky with dazzling fireworks displays, celebrating our nation's independence. It's a time for barbecues, parades, and gathering with loved ones to watch colorful explosions illuminate the night. Just remember to keep a safe distance from the fireworks, especially if your Uncle Bob is in charge of lighting them. Welcome to Hollywood, where dreams are made and stars are immortalized. Literally. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is a testament to the glitz, glamour, and enduring legacy of the entertainment industry. From Marilyn Monroe to Tom Hanks, this iconic sidewalk is embedded with the names of some of the biggest stars in Hollywood history. It's a must-see for any visitor to Los Angeles, a chance to rub elbows, or at least feet, with the legends of the silver screen. Just try not to step on anyone's star, you wouldn't want to incur the wrath of a Hollywood agent. As the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, all eyes turn to Times Square in New York City for the annual New Year's Eve ball drop. This iconic event has become synonymous with ringing in the new year, with millions of people around the world watching as the giant, glittering ball descends 141 feet in 60 seconds. It's a night of celebration, reflection, and the hope for a fresh start. Just be prepared for the crowds, the confetti, and the inevitable disappointment when you realize that your New Year's resolutions are harder to keep than you thought. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 incredible moments that could only happen in the US of A. From eclipses to Super Bowl halftime shows, we've covered it all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible moments. What other unique American moments do you think should have made the list? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, no matter how crazy things get, at least we're not Canada. Just kidding, Canada, we love you, mostly.